Hi, I hope you're well. It's the 26th of December, Boxing Day, and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So today I slept in with Steve because he didn't end up getting an overtime shift, and we so rarely sleep in together, mainly because I like to wake up and go to the gym when he's sleeping in. And when I wouldn't mind sleeping in, he's at work. So yeah, we woke up at about 8 o'clock, and then what did I do? So the planning saga continues, but has finally come to an end. So I've been talking all week about planning my 2018 first quarter and doing very meticulous planning for the new year. So I have 25 different results that I'm going to try and achieve, which is all around my huge goal for 2018. So that got broken down into what I need to achieve each quarter, and then that got broken down to 25 things that I'm going to attempt in order to reach that goal, and that all of them could possibly fail. So it's not a to-do list so much as here are 25 results I am going to achieve, or I'm going to attempt, which I could actually fail at. Oh, sorry. So I've done that, and then for each of those 25 results I wrote down the to-do list. So I had 25 to-do lists basically, and then I got stuck. So I really got stuck at then the final step, which is definitely, they're all challenging steps, but this step I found the most challenging because I love high level goal setting, but when it comes to literally doing the nitty gritty planning, it's much more challenging, which is why I often avoid that stage and why I often don't achieve my goals. So I had my 25 to-do list, essentially, some longer than others, some only a recurring task, and I've been having all this drama around that, just trying to convince myself that I don't actually need to plan 3 months in detail as I had actually committed to doing. So thinking it's just a waste of time because no one plans in that kind of detail, and there are heaps of successful people that don't plan out 3 months in their calendar, and it's never going to work, it's too hard to plan it, I don't know what's going to happen, yada yada yada. I just was having a lot of mental resistance to actually getting all those tasks, assigning an amount of time to them, and then just plugging it into my calendar. And also within that, I'm having at least one day fully off blogging per week and getting 7 hours sleep every night. So I did that because I know for me it's really tempting to just fill every second of every day. So I've really made an effort as well to make this such a doable plan, whilst also being I'm gonna have to really be focused to hit the times, the times I've allotted myself. So this morning I was doing some thought work around it, and just realized that me not wanting to plan at this level, which is the level required to actually succeed, is just another way of self-sabotaging, in the sense that and as well that it's showing the habit I've had of only wanting to do things that I know will work. And because I have a lot of doubt about whether I'll be able to stick to this plan, on one side of it, it's the integrity, will I be able to follow through that consistently, which is in my control, and I'll be needing to keep myself in check and do a lot of thought work around that, because I'm going to have lots of drama, I'm never going to feel like doing all those things that I planned today. And then the other side of it is that life happens, events happen that you can't foresee, and you get sick, and there's just shit that happens. So there's heaps of reasons why it makes sense not to plan 3 months ahead and just plan 1 week ahead. But I know that what got me here won't get me there, and I need to actually do new things to get new results, and one of them is taking a different approach to planning. And yeah, so I kind of just saw that this is me not wanting to fail and preferring to fail ahead of time by not planning than to actually plan and have it be messy and uncomfortable. And I'm going to be reviewing my plan every week. So I did sit down and I spent 3.5 hours planning out. So I had all my to-do list in a Google Doc, which was overwhelming. But anyway, so I had all of that. I assigned a time to each task, and then I plugged each task into my calendar over Jan, Feb and March. And I'm really glad I did that level of planning. I knew I'd be glad that I did it, which is why I just forced myself to do it, because it really forced me to get super clear on what I want to achieve and what's important and how I'm going to be spending my time. And I needed to tweak my my 25 results that I'm going to try and achieve that will all go towards achieving my bigger goal, because I had been just when you assign actual times to things, there was just no way that it was going to happen in the time that I had, and that some of those things could actually wait till the next quarter. And by trying to do too many different things, I was just going to be a bit scattered. And it was, if I just kept those to-do lists, this is why I always talk about putting it into your calendar, which I'm good at doing on a weekly basis. I just have never done it before on a 3-monthly basis. The reason it's so important to put your to-do list into your calendar is it forces you to prioritize. It forces you to get real about how long your to-do list is. And the feeling when you just have it all plugged into your calendar and just now I don't need to look at that to-do list, and I don't need to see all of those tasks ahead of me. I just look at what's on today and I do that. And because it took me quite a lot of time today, part of that was really making sure that things would make sense. Of course, as it goes, a lot of the tasks that I'm doing are new tasks, and I'm sure that I'll need to iterate on the plan, but it's just so important to have that plan to work with. So I'm so glad that I did it, and that I actually took the time to really schedule my goal into reality, because that is one of the big things I've learned this year, that it's so tempting to think and this is one of the thoughts I found myself thinking when I was trying to negotiate with myself about doing the planning, that if I'm that having such a detailed plan will be restrictive. And I know that having a detailed plan is actually so freeing, because you don't have to think every day what am I going to do today, and then have all this stress about the to-do list. And also, if a better plan comes up, I can change it. It's not set in stone. But to just have that plan to work with, I'm just so glad that I did it. And I'll keep you guys updated on how it all goes. But I just really want to let you know that if you are doing... I'm just at the gym, by the way, getting to the gym. If you guys are doing any kind of serious planning, this took me hours and hours and hours. I probably spent, I would say, 15 to 20 hours going from a yearly goal for 2018 to 3 months worth of to-do items in my calendar. It was such a tedious task. It was so draining and confusing and challenging and overwhelming and intimidating and uncomfortable. And all of my doubts, I think part of the reason it is that way is because all of the doubts that I have about my goal, and the goal I have set purposely feels way beyond my reach. Like I didn't set a SMART goal, as in achievable, realistic, time-bound, whatever. It is time-bound, it is specific, but it's not realistic, so that I am forced to grow as a person and become the kind of person that goal is realistic for. So yeah, all of those doubts and the freak out that comes with setting a goal that's beyond what you're currently capable of all came up in the planning, and because it's really challenging to actually plan something you don't believe is possible. And yeah, so I just experienced so much resistance, and I can't even describe how resistant and how much of a struggle it has been to really plan. And part of the reason as well is because I'm not planning like, I hope I can stick to it. It's like, this is actually what I'm committing to doing. So I need to plan in a way that is actually for me, not for my ideal self. So allowing for rest, allowing for exercise, allowing time to do self-coaching scholars and to meditate and to eat healthy and have a day off. I've put Sunday as my day off. Not necessarily that I'll have Sundays off, but that's just one of the longer days, so I thought I'd have that one off. And then if I want to do something on a Wednesday, then I'll just put the Wednesday, or just like move things back or do whatever. So that's why I also love the digital calendars, because you can actually just drag and drop, whereas even though I love physically writing down, it's so hard to change. And I think that's why I abandoned the physical planners quite easily, is because my plan will change and then I'm just like, there's no way to change it. So anyway, that is what I have been doing today. And then I just scheduled some of my YouTube videos, and now I'm at the gym, and then we're going to Steve's parents' place for a swim. It's not as hot today. Yesterday was so hot, which is why I barely spoke in my Christmas Day vlog, because I just needed to get in the shower and then get into bed. But I had a really lovely Christmas with everyone, and it was such a great day, and so good. I'd say one of the best Christmases in a while. So yeah, I'm just so glad as well now that I've planned. Also, don't mind my caterpillar eyebrows. I did, and I've got like, looks like shit under my nails. I have brown hair dye under my nails because I want to get them threaded sometime very soon, but they were just looking a bit fair, so I just did a little tint. So yeah, that's all I'm going to share today. I'm just going to do my workout and to update you guys on what workout I'm doing. So my gym situation has changed a couple of times since starting this vlog, and I'm sure it'll change again. So I'm currently doing Kayla Itzina's Sweat app, using that at the gym, and doing a few of their like spin classes. I love spin, and a few other ones. And I was going to do the Bikini Body Guide bit of it, which I've done before and enjoyed, but there's a new program that's just been released called Power, PWR, which has a weights program that isn't in that same circuit style. It's actually like, I did the first one yesterday for legs and abs, and it was really good because that, like, when you're at the gym, you know, when you get those programs, well, I don't know if you know, but they have you needing like 50 pieces of equipment at once, and it's literally impossible, and it's so stressful because you have to like save 3 different machines and have these dumbbells set up, and it's just so challenging. It would only work if you had a home gym or an empty gym. So they've actually done it really well, where you only need 1 piece of equipment at once. Yeah, so I really like that. So I'm going to be doing that for the 12 weeks. This is currently week 1, I thought, why wait until the new year? I will start now. So yeah, I'm on to day 2, and yeah, so that's basically it. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.